Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while, sorry about that, but I'm doing a frequently asked questions segment, and I kind of get this one a lot, especially after the whole, there's something going on in Facebook and Instagram I've seen a lot of about the lawsuit with this big company. We'll call them closed doors, kind of like that, but the opposite. And so they're not divulging what it really costs to buy or sell real estate. So question I always get is, how much does it really cost to sell a property? So if you're on social media or wherever you're getting information, there's a lot out there like it costs so much money, it kind of does, but is it worth it? My opinion, absolutely. Knowing what I know, I would never do it myself. Even myself, I would definitely hire somebody to be that third party that look out for me. But let me explain why. Because if you hire a professional to do something, if you watched any of my other videos, remember when I talked about selling that watch, it's the same concept. So if you're going to be selling that watch, how much are you going to get? I would get more if I list it with a professional, but how much does it cost to list it with a professional? So I'm going to be going through there are some fees. There's some fees involved, of course. There's some fees that you'll only pay if it closes. There's some fees that you might have to pay even if it doesn't. But let me go through it. First of all, just to let you know, there is a commission. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's a commission. You're gonna be paying to the broker. There is no set amount. There is no standard. I'm giving you examples of easy math. That's all there is to it. So let's say you have a nice home. It's $300,000 on the market. Okay, the market value is 300 grand. 6% is what you'd be paying to sell that house. 6% of the sales price. So if you list it for 300 and you sell it for 299, it'll be based on 299. So it's 300,000. You're looking at about, $18,000 for that commission. And what that commission covers is errors and omissions. It covers, everything that goes along with it. You're going to get that stability and that peace of mind when you sell your home. It's been doing. When you sell your home, it's going to be done the right way. So you're working with a professional, just like any other profession. Say, like if you hire an attorney, you're going to be paying in advance, first of all, and you're going to be paying, quite a bit of money. But you want that professional to represent you in that transaction, and that's what you're going to get. So how does this work? 3% goes to the listing side, 3% goes to the buyer's broker. That's what brings in the buyer. That's what does the whole transaction. Now talk to your tax attorney. Of course, I'm not giving any tax information out here, but if you talk to your tax attorney, they'll probably going to tell you that a good portion of that you're going to be taking off on your taxes as charges that's necessary to sell your home. But I get this a lot. But Kamaya, are there any other fees? Is it just commission? There are other fees. Escrow fee, new loan escrow, Alta home title policy fees. There's others as well. Some of these are negotiable. Those that I mentioned are not. Those are going to be like the recording fees. Those are paid through title. Everything goes. It's paid through title. It's all done nice and neat. You're going to get a lot of statements that are coming through. You're going to see what's called a settlement statement. It's going to be broken down line by line. So you're going to know as you're going. And your professional real estate agent will give you this estimated cost sheet in advance. And of course I can do that. I can even give you just samples just to go through, like, for say, if we put your house on the market and it sells for this amount, how much are you going to net in your pocket at closing? I can definitely do that for you. But a couple of them that are going to be possibly out of pocket even before it closes. the septic certification, if you're on a septic tank. And you're gonna know it if you are, hopefully, because those do need to be emptied every once in a while. Not every month. Some people think, oh no, I don't want to deal with it. They're quite large tanks. There's a whole system. I can go a whole video about a septic tank, which I won't because that's just weird. But a septic certification, it's not just pumping out the old. They have to be certified. They're going to make sure there's no repairs. Other things that's going to be coming out of pocket before closing is going to be any repairs that are negotiated back and forth between you and the buyer. You can negotiate to have these repairs done prior to closing, or you can even negotiate to give them a credit. It has to be worded in a certain way, of course. Let's talk about that one-on-one if we ever cross that bridge. So what you're looking at, of course, is repairs, septic cert if you have a septic tank. If you want to put a home warranty on it now, that's a pretty good idea. There's also some things that you can do before you even list your house. Inspections. You can get a whole home inspection, and then you can say, I'm selling it as is. Here's everything that you're being upfront about. You can also get, of course, a roof inspection. A lot of those are very, very little to absolutely no cost. So get those inspections done before you list it. That's always a good idea. But I wanted to show you an example of what that estimated cost sheet looks like. So come on, let me show you real quick. Okay, so as you can see here, what I did is I made a spreadsheet. It is an estimated cost sheet. It is a net sheet is what we would like to call it. So we have here, you'll see the seller column and the buyer column. So what we're going to be concentrating on, of course, is the seller column. The fees here, the escrow fee, split 50-50. New loan escrow fee, split 50-50. The Alta homeowner title policy, that is on the seller side only. And we come down to recording fees, processing fees. So there's a couple fees that are going to be paid at close of escrow. So this isn't something that is going to be paid during the contract process, but it is at close of escrow. So and then we're going to come down here. You'll see a lot of fees are on the buyer side and none here on the seller side. There's a payoff statement fee, the brokerage fee, and this does include the buyer and seller portion of it. For this example, it is 6%. Like I said earlier, there's no set fee. There's no common, there's nothing like that. So the home warranty policy. I put this on a 50-50 split. So then the seller would pay 50%, the buyer would pay 50%. You could have the seller pay the whole thing, the buyer pay the whole thing, or no home warranty at all. But in this case, I did add it on here just so you can kind of see what that might go for. This would include like a seller's coverage. So in the event, let's say the buyer's asking for some repairs, and you're able to call the home warranty, they'll actually include that into the repairs list on the home warranty portion. So it could save you a little bit of money on those repairs. It also could include HVAC system. So in the event, let's say the buyer is requesting a new HVAC, that's the air conditioner. Those can be very, very pricey, but they are coverable on these home warranties. So we definitely would suggest getting one of those. Coming down here, there's the real estate tax proration. It is prorated to the day that it's scheduled to close. So that's always something that you have to keep in mind. And I also added on here the septic cert. We talked a little bit about that, and we'll talk a little bit more. The septic cert is if you have a septic tank. If you don't have one, of course, this won't be here, but I wanted to add it on just to kind of give everybody an idea of what that would look like on the actual sheet. Now, when I send the
estimated cost sheet to you, it also has a explanation page. So it will have definitions. So, coming back here, you're like, Kamaya, but what is the Alta homeowner title policy? Well, it actually will define that and give you a lot more explanation. Of course, you could always ask me on the phone, in person, or whatnot, but I don't want to get into detail on line by line, or this video would be very, very long. So you come down here to the estimate proceeds due to seller. So this is the estimated proceeds at closing, $277,542. This does not include the present loan balance. So let's say you still owe $78,000 on your house. So then your estimated proceeds at closing would be $199,542. So that's just an easy thing to. And of course, when you request this sent to you, what I usually do is when I do the CMA or BPO, I'll accompany with an estimated net sheet, which is this form right here. All right, so that's it. So let's get back to it.
And there you have it in a nutshell. So if you want a free CMA, get a hold of me. If you want to know what your home is worth on the market, if you want that estimated cost sheet, just give me a call. Oh, and of course, I wanted to tell you all about my book, Selling Secrets. If you are thinking about putting your home on the market, I'm going to have a link. It goes directly to you. You can download the digital copy, start reading it right away, or let me know and I can send you a hard copy. Peace out. See you guys later. Give me a call.